Hi guys, it's Amy with A2Z Stamping.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a really cute little bag just for gift giving or party favors or for whatever we want to do. And for this bag, we're going to be using the Simply Score tool. That's this right here. This tool comes with a stylus. You have a skinny end and a tiny end and a fatter end, and this is just used to score paper, but there's a lot of different projects you can do with this, and I'm going to show you one of them today. This project just uses an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and I'm going to use this. This is Calypso Coral cardstock, just basic 8.5 by 11, so I didn't need to cut it down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the skinny end, and I'm going to score my paper. So I've got it in here horizontally, and you can see the inch marks up here. And I'm going to score this at 2, 5, 7, and 10 inches. So you simply put it in at 2 inches. So let's try that again. 2, 5, 7, and 10. Then I'm going to turn it 90 degrees. And I'm going to score it vertically at 2 inches and 7 inches. Okay, so if you'll notice, right here, this is 2 inches, so there's a 2-inch space from the edge to this score line, and here there's only 1.5. So now I'm done with my scoring tool, so I can put this away. And let me just get that out of the way. All right. So this is actually the bottom of our box, but right now we're just going to leave it up here at the top. And I'm going to take my paper snips, and we're going to do a little cutting. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to snip these 3 lines right here, just up to that first score mark right there. 1, 2, and 3. So remember, this one is 2 inches right here. This score line was only 1.5 inches. So that's this. Okay, and this little rectangle right here, we're just going to cut this one off. And if you're having a hard time seeing my score marks, don't worry. In real life, you can see them quite easily. So I'm going to snip this piece completely off. And then right here, I'm just going to make a little triangle and snip that off, because this is our tab to adhere it all together. So I'm just going to snip that off. And then I'm going to snip this one off. All right. And I'm going to cut another little triangle. All right. So now it kind of looks like a tab for a file folder. This will be the top flap of our box, but I'll show you that in a minute. So the rest of this we're going to cut off. So right here from this score mark, just going to snip up to the score line, and then I'm going to cut straight across, just along my score line, and get rid of this. All right, so now it looks like this. All right, so this is actually the back of our box, the side. This is the front of our box, the side. Here's our little tab. Now what I want to do really quick is I'm just going to burnish my score marks. So fold it in. I'm going to take my little bone folder, and I just like to make crisp. I find it easier to fold the box or the bag. If a lot of people will just, you'll see people just burnish with their fingers. That works too, but for me, I just think it's easier to work with when they're nice and crisp. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let me, oh, we already did our little tab. Okay, oh, top, there we go. Okay, so here's what it looks like again, and I folded everything in. So you see how I folded it in this way. Okay, now what I'm going to do is you want to take a really strong adhesive. I recommend some tear and tape or fast fuse. I'm going to use fast fuse. There is a little bit of a learning curve to the fast fuse. You definitely don't want to press too hard. You just let it roll, and then you're going to flick to the right or flick to the left. You kind of want to alternate as you're using it. But this fast fuse is really sticky, and it's permanent. And once it's there forever. So I'm going to go down and flick. Down, flick. So I want to make sure this is nice and adhered. Okay, so I'm going to put adhesive right there. And then I'm going to put adhesive on these 2 flaps right here. All right, so it's going to be, let me think for a second. I'm going to do some, oh, I got it upside down. I want to do some at the, see, this can be very temperamental. So I want to go this way, flick, and I want to get it down at the bottom, flick, this way, and then I want some on the bottom, so the opposite side of this one. So I'm just going to flip it up so I don't tape my project to the table, because it will do that. This adhesive is really strong. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to put my box together. So this tab is actually going to go inside this one. So I want to line this up just perfect here. Actually, let me do I want to do the bottom first? It all kind of goes together at the same time. Okay, so these come in this way. Actually, let's do that first. And see how it doesn't, there's still adhesive at the top? I want that. So these inside tabs are going to curl in first. I'm going to line those up and press. Then this one I'll press together, but I want this to go in as well. Okay, and let me line it up. And then push this one down. There we go. Make sure this all, okay, there we go. And now it's stuck together. But my bottom's nice and done. You can reach in there and kind of press, but that's not coming apart, I promise. I could have used SNAIL adhesive, but there's a good chance that would have come apart. So this is a good way to go. Okay, now I want the top, as you can see, our bag is kind of coming together. It's kind of going to go like this, but I want this to be really cute. But I don't own any of our cute like scallop punches or anything like that to make a cute edge. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my Big Shot. So let me grab that. All right, it's right here. Okay, and I've got my basic platform down, and then I have my precision base plate on here. And I'm going to scoot this, let's see, mostly in. And I'm going to grab this is one of the layering ovals. And so it comes with basic ovals, and it comes with scalloped ovals. So you can see this one's scalloped. And I want to make the edge here of my bag scalloped. So I'm going to set this, obviously I can't run my whole bag through the Big Shot. So I'm going to set this right on the edge, and I want it scalloped at the top. So I'm going to get it right to the very top. Okay, are you with me? And I'm just going to do my best to kind of line it up on here. All right. And then I'm going to put let me get my plate in here actually. So you have to maneuver a little bit with this since it doesn't fit all the way on here. Okay, hold on a second. Come on out. Give it too far in. There we go. Okay. You scoot this over so I can get it all in the shot. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up just like this on here. Okay, I know you're thinking, what in the world? But trust me, this is going to work. Okay. Got it lined up there just how I want it, right up to the edge of there we go. Okay, and so I got to maneuver a little bit. Let me get it through. Now, obviously, I can't run this all the way through because it's my bag, but that's okay. I just want the top to run through. So I'm just going to go right up to the bag. Come on. And right up to the edge of the bag, and then I'll come back. Okay, and let's see what happened there. So, pull this out. Actually, I don't even need to pull it all the way out. And voila, look at that. We have a cute little scalloped edge. Oh, and it looks like it was a little bit crooked, but you know what? I'm okay with that. Okay, so see, I kind of scalloped my edge. This one's a little bit crooked, but we're just gonna go with it. I'll show you, I did another one earlier and it came out perfect, but with the weird camera angle I'm at, I wasn't able to make it perfectly straight, but it wasn't really hard to do. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch, I'm going to punch 2 holes where my ribbon's going to go, and I kind of want them kind of close to the top. So remember, this folds over, so the top's up here. And I would use my hole punch, but I can't find it. So I'm just going to grab my kids' little, this is just a regular hole punch. And I'm going to pop it in here. Actually, let's see. I think I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to punch a hole here. And I'm going to go on the other side. punch a hole here, and hopefully these are pretty straight. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to, okay, see if I can get my bag to line up here. I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to just take a pencil, let's see, or a pen, and I'm just going to mark where my holes are. And then I'm going to punch those again right there. So let's see, I want to go about right here and right here. If I had my Stampin' Up punch, it would be a lot easier, but like I said, I'm not sure where that is right now. Even though I try to stay organized, other people borrow my stuff. You know how that goes. All right. Okay. So next, I'm going to take my ribbon. And for this project, I'm actually going to use this Dapper Denim Ruched ribbon. This ribbon is retiring. You can still get this ribbon, but only until May 31st, and I suggest you do because it works so great with tons of things, and this Dapper Denim color is perfect. It comes in several, I believe, of the 16, 18 in colors, and this one, Dapper Denim, went perfect with this project. So let's see, how much ribbon do I want? I need about this much. I probably don't even need this much. But what I want to do is I want to poke it through, and then poke it through the other hole through the back. Okay, and make sure it's pretty even. And then I want to go through the holes on the top. Okay, right here, right here. Oh, that's a bummer that my scallop didn't turn. It turned out so perfect before. Okay, oh well. You know what? As I say, when it's not perfect, people can tell it's homemade. Okay, so then I'm going to tie my bow. Pretty bow. Alright, and now let me fix that. Okay, let's see here. Come on, bow. Let me get it just how I want it. Okay, I think looks good. About like yay so. And now I'm going to trim my edges. Okay. So there's my bow. Okay, so now I need my decoration for the front. And what we're going to do, let me put my oval away before I lose it. Okay, now what we're going to do for our decoration is I thought, oh, this would be really cute with the carousel from the Carousel Birthday stamp set. This stamp set's only available for a couple more days, you guys. So if you love carousels or circus stuff, has a cute birthday sentiment, pick this up. But I'm going to be using this carousel. This is from the Carousel Birthday stamp set. And I just need a piece of white cardstock here. And I've got my stamp, Dapper Denim Ink. And I'm just going to ink this up. And actually, I'm going to cut this little scrap piece off. I don't want this. It's in, okay. So I'm going to stamp this right here. Actually, I'm going to go over here. Press. Perfect. Okay, let me close my ink. Grab my Stampin Scrub. It's got the spray on it. You just rub, dry, and my stamp is clean. And I can put it away. Alright. Stamp is all put away. Alright. Now, I am going to grab my Big Shot again. Okay, this time I'm going to go this way. That way I think I'll have better luck. Okay. Again, I got my precision base plate here. I am going to cut this out with, this is another layering oval, and I'm just going to line this up on here just right. Okay, but I also want, I have more Calypso Coral cardstock here. Let's see, and I'm going to, actually I'm going to cut this scrap off just so I can use the very end. Okay, left it right here, and I'm going to use this one. Now remember, they have, this side's flat, this side it's up a little bit, and that's the side you want to cut. So I'm going to lay this on here. Okay, and then I'm going to put my plate on. And I'm going to run this through. That crackling noise is normal. All right, and I'm done with that. Move that out of the way. Oh, a thumbtack. Where did that come from? I have no idea. Okay. Let me move all this out of my way. And we can finish putting this together. Okay, what's my number one rule though? Put these away right when I'm done so I do not lose them. Slide that one in here, slide that in here, and put those away. Okay, so now I've got my scallop and my oval done with these. Okay, so I'm just going to take my snail adhesive and I'm going to just put some snail on the back of this guy. Make sure I have it the way I want it. See, the back side's kind of got a few little bumps on it, but if you flip it over, this side, the other side's perfect. So I'm going to layer that right onto here. Oh, no, it's not straight. But when you're using snail, you can fix it. Okay. If I was using fast fuse, nope, not fixing it. Okay, that looks a little bit better. So let me get that pressed on there. All right, and now I'm going to stick some dimensionals on the back. Actually, before I do that, I want to stick a rhinestone right there at the top of my, oh my gosh, my hands are shaking today. I had that white iced tea from Starbucks. Have you guys had that? And I thought it was less caffeine, but my hands are totally shaking. Okay. So there, I added the rhinestone. I just think it adds some fun. All right, we're going to add some dimensionals to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and since this is kind of long, I'm going to do 5. All right, peel this off. I am not a caffeine person at all, but I do love iced tea. It's finally sunny out. If you're from the Pacific Northwest, you know what I'm talking about. We haven't had much sun, so I thought I'd enjoy an iced tea, and oh my gosh, it's making me jittery. Okay, now let me grab my little bag again, and I'm gonna put this right here on the front, and I'm just gonna pop it. See, I pop it up, and that way the Calypso coral and the Calypso coral stands out. And let me fix my little bow here again. My bow is kind of upside down, but that's okay. And voila, I've got a cute little gift bag. Now let me show you the other one I did, because my scallop turned out much better on this one. Now this one's a little bit different. This one, I did my bow much lower, so you can see the difference and decide what you like. And on this one, I added some bling up toward the top. But on this one, my scallop is perfect around the top. So trust me, you can make the scallop perfect. But again, if you have the scallop punch, and I'll put the name of it at the bottom here of the scallop punch, that's perfect for when you want to edge something like this. And so there you go. So you have you can do a million different things with this front. But you see how simple it is to make this box? And we didn't even gusset the sides yet. We're still able to do it. And I think this would make a cute little, especially a gift card would fit perfectly in here. But little treats, this would be great for a birthday gift or, you know, Mother's Day. You could even make these Father's Day and not make them so cute, you know, so fancy. You could make them more masculine. You could make them for kids, teacher gifts, end of the year gifts. Anyway, I just want to show you how simple it was to make a box just out of an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock and the Simply Scored. Make sure you check me out at A2Z Stamping.com and that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.